Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your July 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. So Cancer, happy birthday. This is your birthday month, or if you had a birthday in June, happy birthday. For this reading, I am using the Thelema Tarot deck, and I'm also using the Wisdom of the Golden Path Oracle deck, and then I also will pull you a Romance Angel Oracle card. Alright, Cancer, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Hermit. And this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of July. So with the Hermit, let's see. Some of you definitely could be growing spiritually. You could be going within a lot, maybe meditating a lot. Some of you spending time alone here in the month of July, and that's not always a bad thing. Some of you are maybe growing spiritually. Some of you could be just meditating a lot. Let's see here. But definitely listen to your intuition. Some of you could be receiving messages from Spirit. Definitely meditate if you like to meditate. Right at the center energy that you're starting the month with, we do have the Page of Pentacles crossed by the Knight of Swords. So with the Page of Pentacles here, some of you definitely could be hearing something right at the start of the month. There could be some news coming in, some financial news. Could also be an offer, an opportunity coming in for some of you. And it could be from a Knight of Swords character. It could be from a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. So you could be hearing something from an air sign, receiving some sort of financial offer, opportunity, or receiving some sort of news. And maybe some of you have waited on this. Some of you might have waited on receiving this. Maybe if we go back to June, in June you could have been waiting on maybe hearing something when it comes to this Page of Pentacles. Now it also can have anything to do with the home. Some of you maybe has something to do with like a house. With the Knight of Swords in the challenge position, now this isn't always a challenge. This is either helping or hindering you. But, you know, for those of you that have been waiting on this news or this communication, the Knight of Swords tends to be a little impatient. And with the Hermit as the overall energy, some of you definitely could be seeking that enlightenment. For me, the Hermit can also represent someone who's seeking answers, seeking clarity, seeking that enlightenment. So I think that some of you have had to wait on this information or this opportunity. Maybe you're starting to get a little impatient here, but it is on its way. And so some of you could be hearing something right at the start of the month. If not right at the start of the month, maybe around the second week. At your foundation, I have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, this is at your foundation. So previously, like I mentioned, some of you probably waiting, but also you could have been offered something that maybe you weren't interested in. With the Four of Cups, it's you not happy with the status quo. So maybe some of you received an offer, an opportunity, or heard something, but maybe it wasn't good enough. Maybe you wanted more. With the Four of Cups, it's emotionally not being completely satisfied. And then we do have the Magician in the recent past, which, you know, I view the Magician as an empowered energy. Very creative, but empowered energy. So some of you, maybe you weren't happy with something. You could have received an offer, it wasn't good enough, but with the Magician in the more recent past, maybe taking matters into your own hands here. Maybe getting resourceful, using those resources, getting creative. You definitely could have used, you know, some of the skills that you have. The Magician has, you know, all of the skills, all of the tools that he needs to be successful. So some of you definitely weren't happy with the situation and maybe decided to take matters into your own hands here. So great energy to work with previously, and some of you, that's why you're hearing something right at the start of the month. Now, what's interesting is we have another 4 here. We have the 4 of Swords crowning you. And along with that Hermit as the overall energy, you know, maybe some of you have been working incredibly hard and you need a break. You just simply might just need a break right at the start of the month here. So some of you could be taking some time off of work. Maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe you want to spend some time alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, maybe meditating a lot, really going within, receiving those messages from Spirit. And maybe with this news or this information or this opportunity that has come to you, now some of you are maybe able to do that, able to take a break. Maybe that's what you're shooting for. That's what your goal is. But the 2 4s here, 4s really speak about your foundation, your security, your stability. And then we do have the Chariot coming up in the near future, which is around the 2nd week. So amazing energy. You have the Magician in the recent past, and now coming up in the near future, you do have the Chariot, which the Chariot does represent your sign, Cancer. But for those of you that maybe want to go on vacation and really want to get away, I feel like it's happening around this time. So maybe this is even some extra money coming in for some of you, and now you're allowed to maybe, you know, get away, take some time off of work with the Chariot. And the Chariot can absolutely represent travel. And then for other Cancers, you know, with the Chariot, it's another empowered energy. So this is you in the driver's seat. This is you in the driver's seat, and you can steer this Chariot exactly where you want to go. And with the Hermit energy, definitely going within, listening to your intuition when it comes to any decisions that you have to make, because sometimes with the Chariot, you're looking at maybe two separate paths that you can move down. But in the position of your power, we have the 3 of Wands. And so for those of you that are going away, most likely it's going to happen in the first part of the month. Because around the 3rd week here, we have the 3 of Wands, and I feel like this is you, some of you right back at work. You're working very hard. With the Chariot, you know, you're moving forward, you're moving in a particular direction, and with the 3 of Wands, your ships are coming in. But this is you working very hard. You're putting a lot of time and energy into something here, and you will be successful with the Chariots, the ultimate victory card, and we also have the Magician here, so you will be successful no matter what. But I think that for those of you that did take some time off of work, or maybe you just wanted a break, I think that you're already back at it here around the 3rd week. And 3s really speak about growth, and so some of you, you know, you've been investing in this situation, you've been working hard, this goal that you have, and you're seeing growth, you're seeing progress, your ships are coming in, and in the position of how those around you are viewing you, and this could be friends, family, we do have the Queen of Swords. So that's interesting. So Queen of Swords, very serious energy. So some of you definitely very, very focused upon something, working very, very hard. Queen of Swords, you know, she's someone who's determined and focused on the details. Again, someone who's very, very serious. She can be someone who's seeking justice, seeking truth, and with that Hermit energy, seeking answers, seeking clarity, maybe wanting some sort of truth to be revealed here. But definitely a more serious energy, and in the hopes and fears, we do have Judgment. So for a few of you that I'm reading for, this definitely could be a legal matter. With Judgment here, you could be waiting on like a legal decision, waiting on a decision of some kind. But Judgment also represents, you rising up from the ashes, you rising up from any sort of difficulties, a difficult period. For me, it's a powerful healing energy. It represents rebirth, second chances. So some of you, this is what you're hoping for. Maybe you want to start all over again, rise up from maybe some sort of difficult time in your life. With the Four of Swords, it's also a healing energy. And with the Hermit, you know, maybe very much wanting to spend some time alone here in July, maybe, you know, to recover from something for some of you. But remember, you're empowered here. You have a lot of empowering energies here, and you are in the driver's seat. So whatever it is that you want, Cancer, in the month of July, you can make it happen. And then the energy that you're actually leaving the month of July with, Cancer, and going into August, this is pretty amazing. We actually have the Ace of Cups. So we do have a blessing that's coming in, a beautiful blessing, and it's one that is going to fulfill you on an emotional level. So one that is just going to make you incredibly happy, or you might fall in love with it. What's interesting is at your foundation, we have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, previously, it's like you weren't happy with the way something was, you weren't happy with the status quo. Some of you on the relationship front could have been lonesome, but now we do have this Ace of Cups. And with Judgment and the Ace of Cups, you know, there could be a few of you on the love front that are reconciling with someone, giving someone a second chance. And then for other Cancers, you know, this absolutely could be new love that's coming in. But for those of you that it's not on the relationship front, it is a blessing. It's a blessing that you're falling in love with. It's a blessing that's going to make you very, very happy. And some of you, you know, it could be a new home, it could be a new job, but it's something that you're going to fall in love with. I feel like for some of you, it's definitely a home. And it is a home that you're really going to enjoy living in, and you might fall in love with this home. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a great month for you guys. You have some amazing energies to work with. Listen to your intuition. Definitely listen to your intuition with the Hermit here and the Ace of Cups, and even Judgment in the spread as well. I feel like Spirit is definitely communicating with many of you. So needing to make that time to meditate, needing to go within, especially if you're making any important decisions. But let's clarify very quickly. Let's see here. We will take a look at your foundation, which is the Four of Cups. All right, clarifying the Four of Cups for Cancer. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups. And you know, with this Queen of Swords energy, if something wasn't serving you, Cancer, maybe using that sword and severing ties from that's not serving you any longer. All right, let's see here. I want to take a look at, let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. I want to take a look at the Knight of Swords for Cancer. So clarifying this Four of Cups here at your foundation, I have the World, the Hermit, and the Seven of Rods. So Four of Cups, not happy with the status quo, not happy with what you are being offered. With the Hermit, which is interesting because we have the Hermit as the overall energy, and the World, something is completing. Some of you are in this process right now, but I think you're waiting on news, waiting on information. Seven of Rods, very passionate about this, determined, not giving up. This is that warrior spirit. This is someone who's not going to quit anytime soon. So I think that some of you are seeking answers, seeking information in regards to travel, movement, new beginnings. And that's, you know, this Page of Pentacles for some of you, information, news, and opportunity that's coming in. But previously you weren't happy. I think that you were definitely dealing with some slower moving energies. Clarifying this Knight of Swords, I have the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So yeah, slower moving energies. Some of you are maybe getting a little impatient. Slower moving energies. Knight of Pentacles always reaches his goal, but when his energy is at play, it definitely can feel like things are happening slowly but surely. Some of you might have been waiting on a decision, waiting on a financial opportunity, maybe juggling your finances, and others may be juggling, you know, work life with family life with the Ten of Cups here. For those of you connected to an air sign person, you know, this could be your significant other, a family member, and maybe you're waiting on news about them, or for them to even receive a financial opportunity. So very interesting. Let's pull you an additional guidance card, Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know for the month of July? Additional guidance for Cancer for July 2018. What does Cancer need to know? July 2018, Cancer. And then I'm also pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card, Cancer. But as always, if you want more information, more insight into what's going on the love front over on Vimeo, I do have the July 2018 Love Tarot Forecast posted over there. And if I remember correctly, yours was definitely intense. Some of you have a lot of stuff happening on the love front in July. See, Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. July, focusing on love and relationship matters. Cancer. All right, Cancer. So the additional guidance card that I have for you is actually Positive Future. And this is a beautiful deck. This is actually the Wisdom of the Golden Path Oracle deck by Tony Salerno. So we have Positive Future. So some of you, yes, maybe you felt uninspired. Maybe you've had to wait, dealing with some slower moving energies, maybe even a little emotional over this, but the outcome is very, very positive. There's lots to look forward to. And then looking at love and relationship matters, we actually have Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And so those of you that are coupled, I mentioned some of you going away. I feel like those of you that are going away, it's definitely going to be in the first half of the month, but you know, it could be later on. It definitely could be later on as well, but some of you could be getting away, taking a family vacation, or you and your significant other getting away. Maybe that's what's needed, especially if you've been working a lot or they've been working a lot. Definitely needing some downtime. And then for other Cancers, in general, you know, no matter if you're single or in a relationship, I feel like some of you do need a break. And then those of you that, which will only be a few of you, those of you that have decided to maybe take some time away from a relationship, you know, this is a good confirmation for you, because that very well could be what's needed. You know, some of you definitely need some sort of alone time, but around the second week, I mean, you're already coming back. You're in the driver's seat, moving forward and moving towards this Ace of Cups. So yeah, Cancer, it's just going to be a wonderful month for you guys. I hope that you found this reading helpful. Again, I want to wish you all a happy birthday. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out my website, northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great month. Take care.